An intimate affair, incriminating phone messages. But today, some of the show's best-loved contestants say, cover your ears, Clark is singing the wrong tune.
You had sex with Paula Abdul.
Yeah, I did.
She was a judge on the show.
Yeah, she was.
Did you see anything wrong with that?
Of course. That's why we were keeping it secret.
The stunning allegations from Clark have Paula's supporters up in arms. Today, Clay Aiken, who shared a house with Clark as one of 2003's finalists, sat down with E.T. and says he's suspicious of everything Clark had to say.
My first reaction as I was watching it was, what? I mean, I probably yelled at the screen last night more than I've yelled at the screen for even when I got cut. So, it was very hard to believe it.
13.8 million watched Primetime Live's expose on ABC, while on Fox, 24.5 million watched Scott Sable get the boot on American Idol. No mention of the scandal was made on the show, but the contestants did sing Bridge Over Troubled Water and gave flowers to Paula, which Simon and Randy accepted for her to lighten the mood.
It's been a really tough week for her. It's really a shame, and I think, it's a shame that she has to be the person who's the target of other people's ill will, and so I would have given her flowers too.
Idol's executive producer Nigel Lithgow thought Primetime's report was one-sided.
I was rather disappointed with the shoddy journalism in last night's special. I don't think it's good enough just to take one person's allegations, especially somebody who was kicked off American Idol by lying to the producers.
Paula Abdul gives him cash to buy trendy clothes, picks out and pays for dozens of music CDs, even helps soothe his throat with this bottle of prescription cough syrup made out in her name.
Primetime Live displayed phone records allegedly showing calls from Corey's cell phone to Paula's home number, though there's no record of who was actually on the phone at the time, and played recent messages on Corey's cell phone purportedly from Paula telling him not to talk to the press.
Hi, it's Paula. Call me back. Listen, if the press is trying to talk to you, you say absolutely nothing.
The thing that I take away from that show is, I really saw a lot of it to be very circumstantial. I was a little surprised last night because I thought that to be a little tabloid, especially not what I've come to expect from, ABC News and Primetime.
Today on Good Morning America, Clark appeared with his parents who claimed they knew of their son's relationship with Paula.
No doubt in your mind that
No
she
doubt.
had an affair with your son.
No doubt. No doubt whatsoever.
First season Idol finalist Justin Guarini answered the rumors that he had once been linked to Paula. Quote, Paula Abdul and I have never shared any type of romantic relationship. I have and always will treasure her support on both a personal and professional level in this crazy business we are both a part of. Other stars are also taking sides on the scandal.
I like Paula Abdul. I always have. I went to her second wedding.
They're all adults, but I'm sure there's some game show implications if they find out for certain that the guy was getting help.
Kelly Ripa is also clearly in Paula's corner.
He's like, she did this for me, she did that for me, she gave me advice, she gave me a new hairstyle, clothes, a cell phone, a this, a that. If she did all that nice stuff for you, why are you selling her out?
The way she played with his mind, the lie she told to his face, and the tragic way she broke his heart.
Clark has written a song about his supposed relationship. He has a record coming out and has been shopping a book as well.
Is this a publicity stunt for you?
No, this is me telling the truth. And it just so happens to be a very explosive truth.
I think the timing is extremely suspect.
There was only one person making these allegations last night, Corey Clark, and he already is a recognized liar.
And there's more from the Idol boss about Paula's future, plus what Clay Aiken says would happen if Paula left the show. That is coming up later. What would American Idol do without Paula Abdul? We asked Clay Aiken and other former contestants if last night's expose will break up the successful team of Paula, Simon, and Randy. That is tonight's story from Stage 28.
She's an amazing asset to that show. It wouldn't be people think that Simon is, the reason that the show is as spectacular as it is, but it's the dynamic between all three of those, and I think if you changed any one of them out, it would really change the way that show, the success of that show.
With the allegations now made public, the question becomes what happens next. This morning on GMA, John Quinones asked Corey.
Like I said, I'm not attacking her at all. You know what I'm saying? She just happens to be the key to getting this 900-pound gorilla off my back.
But executive producer Nigel Lithgow seems to be firmly in her corner.
And let's be honest about this, Paula supports everybody on American Idol, not just individuals. That is her role in this production. And thank goodness we've got her, because she's done a marvelous job for the past 4 seasons.
We watched the primetime special with Frenchie Davis, a contestant at the same time as Clark, who was caught in her own Idol scandal when topless photographs of her surfaced on the internet. Friends with Clark at the time, she now believes his behavior seems suspicious.
The fact that he even saved the voice messages is very interesting. Someone had a plan. You know, is this a setup or what?
Julia D'Amato, now pregnant with her first child, was also on the show with Clark. She says she sees motives behind his speaking up as well.
Obviously, he wants to sell himself, and he's doing it. He's getting a lot of publicity that he wouldn't have gotten if he didn't come out with it. I mean, would Primetime really do a special on him if he said, I'm releasing a CD and a book?
For more on this story, log on to ET Online, powered by Yahoo Entertainment. As for Frenchie's scandal, she doesn't believe it hurt her career. She's currently starring on Broadway in a production of Rent. But she says whether or not Clark's allegations are true, the way he went about things was uncalled for.
I feel really bad for Paula. She's a sweet person, and she was very supportive, I think, one of the more supportive people there. Corey, if you're watching this, I love you, but this is so tacky.
Frenchie's not alone. Clay calls Corey very savvy and says Corey is not the type to get his heart broken.